Hi, this is DL, and I have a special recovery practice for singers and performers. So I am in a band called Midnight Apparel. We cover and do some originals, but a style of nouveau swing or postmodern kind of music. So after a night's performance for the next several days, I'm quite worn out. And I just put together a system that helps me stay healthy, especially when I feel like my immune system is a little suppressed. And I'm sharing that with you today. And I am going to do a yoga session with you that is going to include a couple of restorative poses that I think target the things that really set in for me and maybe for you as well. So one of those things is like just being on my feet for hours and hours. And then lifting heavy equipment and getting set up. So those two things tend to really wear on me. And then of course lack of sleep too. So everything we do is going to be helping the body to recover from that strain and effort. So I've got several props that we're going to be using this morning. So let me point those out to you. Okay, so you're going to need a chair. And you might need a blanket or pillow for the seat of the chair. If you don't have a chair handy, you can use a wall. We're going to do legs up the wall pose. And you're going to need at least 3 blocks. If you don't have blocks, you could maybe fold some blankets so that you can, let me move this so it's not in your way so you can see. So that you can have a kind of an angle or slant with the blanket from high to low. And then you're going to need a bolster, and if you don't have a bolster, again, you can use cushions from a couch or something like that. The firmer the better, it's more supportive, it just feels more restive. And that will just go on the supports underneath, okay? And then you'll need a some kind of either a rolled up blanket or towel or pillow or something that works for under your knees. Okay. So before we come down to the floor for our 2 restorative poses, I'd like to do some breath work. So because I'm feeling also a little tight in the arms, we're just going to make circles with the arms as we raise them up with an inhalation. And please feel free to either just reach for the ceiling, or you can even do a little back bend, bringing the pubic bone slightly forward, no strain. And then bring the arms back down. And as they come down, we'll take them behind the body to open the chest. And release. Good. Let's do that one more time. You can shake things out. Okay, so rotating at the ankles. No, these are not my ankles. Rotating at the wrists. I tell you, I am worn out. I can barely think straight this morning. And here I am teaching yoga. But I'm also benefiting from the yoga, so it's all good. Okay, so bringing the pubic bone forward if you want a slight back bend, or just reaching up towards the ceiling, and then arms back down. Got very flummy all of a sudden. I bet you really wanted to know that. And then the arms behind, reaching with the chest forward. Oh, that feels so good. Feel free to hold anything and release. Good. Okay, so when you're ready, come on down to your bolster. You're going to sit with your back right against it. For the moment, I'm just going to move the chair away because we're going to have our legs long. So you'll want the round bolster or whatever you've got to substitute for the round bolster under your knees. And then right up against the big bolster or pillows or whatever you have. So right against your back, and then lower yourself slowly. And you might have to adjust as you go. So this is a supported kind of a fish pose. And we'll just lie here and rest. So enjoy. I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Just relax, breathe, surrender all your tension to the support of the bolsters and the floor. Humming optional. So, you know, on some days I might play music while I'm doing restorative yoga, but because there was so much sound stimulation last night, I'm preferring the silence. So I suggest, if you are doing this for the same reason, that rather than playing your own music or some soft music in the background, either use the sound of your own voice, kind of hum to yourself, or simply enjoy the silence. Feel free to take any kind of pandiculation, which is tightening all the muscles around the bones as you reach and lengthen, holding, squeezing, and then releasing. It can be nice to suspend the arms overhead if you can find that connection through the wing bones where the arms can just kind of float. So to prepare to come up, just placing the hands alongside the bolsters. We're going to push up with the arms into an upright position. And then remove the bolster from the knees and place that out of the way. And then let's pull the chair around. Just going to make some noise here. Okay, so for this pose, you'll want the chair facing you, the seat facing you. I have an extra cushion on here. You might not need it if the chair's higher, or if you have longer legs, you might need more. So, and then I'm going to move this bolster and blocks. And then you're going to come right up to the edge of the chair and swing your legs around to the seat And you might also, as you do that, you might have to bring your bottom closer to the chair. Okay. And then rest along the ground. Arms at your side, or you can have them on your belly and just let the hands rise and fall with the breath for a little feedback there. Softening that psoas. And of course, if you would rather do this against the wall, you can do it against the wall with the feet high on the wall, or even bent on the wall, about the same distance from the chair. So lots of variations here. And in fact, this is feeling really good to have my legs straight up in the air for the moment. So I'm just going to rotate my ankles now. Those are my ankles. I'm going to rotate those and just kind of plug my legs back into my hips. Find that rest and support here so my legs feel kind of floaty. And maybe even bring them, I don't know, closer to my body so I can feel that back line. Wake it up. That was good. And whenever you're ready, just rest. And we'll stay here for some time and I'll let you know when it's time to come out. And of course, variations are possible, so do this however you find comfort. If you need something under your head, go for it. If you want a block under your sacrum or something there, that might feel quite good. It doesn't to me this morning, but sometimes it does. And arms overhead or at the sides by the head can be really nice. So you decide. And really, I feel like I just want to focus on lower body, so hands on belly for me. to come out, let's bring knees in towards the chest. Can even give a little hug here. Feel free to rock side to side. And then let the knees fall to one side. You come into a fetal position. And you can rest here as long as you like. You can even fall asleep if you want to. Oh. I want to. Okay, so let's press that top arm into the ground to push the body gently up. And just come into a comfortable seated position for you. There's so much more we could do to feel wonderful, but I don't want to do a super long video. So maybe I'll do another one at another time. So just sitting up nice and tall and taking a moment with the hands in Gyan Mudra to meditate, quiet the mind, tune into the body and all that it feels, sending it appreciation for its loyalty and dedication and hard work. And also for all the joy and the pleasure it gives us. And let your body know that you are there for it, to support it, to give it what it needs. You know, it will always do what we ask it to do. And sometimes the body starts to break down because we've been asking it to do too much for too long and take on too much. So it's really important to take these moments of rest and restoration and relaxation to allow the body to heal itself and regenerate itself. And it's worth it, and you're worth it. Let's bring the hands to Gyan Mudra, rubbing them together. I'm sorry, let's rub the hands together, creating some heat. Let's give a little love to the eyes before we close. So we'll take the heat in the palms of the hands and just press around the bones of the eye socket. Resist with the head into the hands. Three deep breaths. And release. Thank you. Have a great day.